Good evening, YouTube fans. This is the first review that I'm going to do on my new channel. I did say I was going to do some reviews, mainly of my tech purchases, but I'm going to do something a little bit different for my first review. This is a review of a book that's been passed into my possession to read. I've been lucky enough to meet the author of the title itself, and was able to have a little discussion with him about the concepts that he tries to follow through in his book. The book is called Metaphysical Infinite Space, and I'll give you a picture of it, a shot of it. The author is a Mr. Andre Montefusco. Now, it's a very strange book in some respects. It's not a novel. This is a book about, well, as the name suggests, metaphysical infinite space. Now, it's a hard book to describe exactly what it's about in reality. So what I'm actually going to do is read from the blurb to you so that you have an understanding as to what the concept of the book is all about. And I'll leave a link in the video should you actually wish to find the book and buy it yourself. It is currently available at Amazon. And the blurb goes of this way. If I've learned anything in life, this would be never to criticise anyone else's work unless compelled by good sense to do so, and by way of means, after having criticised someone else's work, establish the facts that relate to the true nature of reality. Thus, with regards to a theory, if theory should further our existence and enhance our experience. Proving Einstein wrong involved reframing the very nature of space-time itself with a factual description of reality. You hold within your hands a comprehensive study of cosmology, weaving through psychological dynamics achieved through the realms of philosophy, which systematically dismantles the mathematical foundations of both special and general relativity. So, pretty heavy stuff, as you can tell from that alone. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what's described and what's said inside this book. I think that's best left up to you guys, if you're interested in that sort of stuff, buy the book and read it. But I'm going to give you the chapter titles at very least so you can understand exactly what we're talking about. Chapter 1 is called The Hallmark of Genius. This is actually probably one of the better chapters to my mind. Chapter 2, The Ether, Structureless and Compositionless and Neutral Energy, and it breaks down into several subheadings after that. Chapter 3 is Aristotelian Laws of Motion and the Rate of Falling Objects. Chapter 4 is the Galactic Universal Structures and the Evolution of Galactic Universal Structures. That is split into 3 phases, and it's probably one of the more interesting parts of the book to conceptualize and try and understand what this author is trying to say. And Chapter 5 is Breaking the Paradigm of Metaphysics versus Pythagoraphysics, I believe is the correct terminology. The book itself is a hardback. Haven't seen this one in paperback yet, and it runs in at a little under 300 pages, around 271 in fact. Took me a little while to get through this book, as although I am not particularly well versed in some of the concepts that this gentleman has described in the book, with a bit of effort I was able to get through it. It's an interesting read, make no mistake, and I think that you will learn things from it. Particularly, there are discussions about some philosophers in this book that were not things that I was ever aware of prior to reading it. Is this book for everybody? I would say probably not. However, if you have any interest in physics, cosmology, philosophy, then it is a very interesting read to understand the opinion of somebody that's obviously gone to a great deal of time and effort to understand what this is all about. So it's a very, very good book. As I said, I will leave a link in the description for you guys to the actual book itself on Amazon. Other than that, I will just say to you guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, if you could subscribe and like, any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will respond to you. Thank you very much.